Huh?
So, yesterday an announcement popped on the official Outward Discord server, and Guillaume gave us a few informations about the definitive edition for Outward. Right off the bat, he announced that there would be no new regions coming with the definitive edition, so all the other regions we see on the complete map of Ori will not make it into the game. This confirms that the Caldera region is the last region to be added into the game. He also told us that he would not give any information about new content, but that there would definitely be some new things coming in the Definitive Edition. Most of the reveals he made were about quality of life changes. I will do now a small list of all the changes that have been confirmed for the Definitive Edition. He started by explaining how the DLC content was not very well implemented with the rest of the game. And so, if I understood correctly, they plan on adding this new stuff from the DLCs directly into the other regions, like spawning arcane elementals in all the regions of the game to make enchantment more accessible, no matter what region you're in. And also in the last DLC, Three Brothers, they implemented some elemental arrows, and they plan on making the arrows on the loot table in every single region now. So basically, he did not go into too much details, but this will definitely make the game more coherent and not lock some items in the DLC regions. Guillaume also talked about some changes around the balance and the ability of the player to read the game. He talked about some UI changes that would allow you to know if the enemy you are fighting is weak to your damage type. He also talked about some new notifications to explain a few things happening in death scenarios. He also talked about the accessibility of crafting recipes, which you will be able to access even if you are not using the right crafting station. They apparently did also a lot of balance changes to make some enemies harder to kill, as they should be. Now, there are other changes around stashes and where you store items. It will not be possible now to make our classical hobo camps, since items are going to disappear even in cities. You will probably not be able to put bags to use them as storage randomly on the streets. I guess this also means that campfires and plant tents will end up disappearing like they do in the wild. So no more hobo camps and no more vagrancy on the streets. Stashes are going to be linked in Definitive Edition. It's something lots of people wanted, and it directly comes from the feedback channel on the Discord server. So I'm not surprised they're doing this change, even if I'm not that enthusiastic about it. We will also finally be able to remove tent plants and campfires. This was something that was pretty dumb, like we were not able to dismantle campfires, and I'm glad we're finally adding this into the game. And what is to me perhaps the best announcement when it comes to quality of life changes is about the samples in the Three Brothers DLC. Now, I really love the game, but my main complaint about this DLC is that it was just a stupid grind with a lot of luck needed to get the right samples. And I know a lot of people complained about it, so they tweaked it so that now you can trade some items, some samples for others. I guess there will be a specific merchant for that, or maybe one of the three main people that were already in the city will let you trade these. This is definitely a most needed change, since right now you can just farm for hours and hours and hours and get nothing of what you want. Get 50 chromium shards and no amethyst geodes or things like that. So it's definitely one of the best changes out there. Now, a question most of you might ask is, how do I access the Definitive Edition? It will be available for PC, PS5 and Xbox Series, but not for Stadia, PS4 and Xbox One. It will also be available for free for all those who already purchased the game and its DLC. And it was not clearly said, but I think it will be a separate product and not a patch of the game, like what Bethesda did with Skyrim Special Edition. As for the release date, we have no precise date, but it has been confirmed to drop in 2022. There should be a dev direct dropping to talk about the changes and mainly the new content on which we have no informations yet, but we don't know when it will drop for now. I tried to make this quick, so I was not able to go too much into details, but I will link in the description a document made by Sinai on the wiki page of Outward to give you more information if you want to. I am definitely excited for the definitive edition, even if I'm a little bit disappointed that we will not have that much more of the game, like no new regions and all. But I definitely understand that the studio is little and that is small for now, that they need to concentrate their efforts on other things. And they also talked about other games they have in pre-production, and I'm definitely curious about what they are going to announce about that. I love the game and I love this community. Thank you all for watching. Bye.